JIT-TV, just in time.
Sanibonani babukela emakhaya and a very warm welcome to JIT-TV News, where we bring you nothing but politics, business, sports and also entertainment all in one experience. Kamalam andile gugulethu intombi yakwaCindi uMahlaba. And on your top stories for today, ZANU-PF pledges to support Palestine. Egyptian investors to open fertilizer plant in Zimbabwe. Springboks chief slams government a disgrace as flag and anthem ban looms. Now, ZANU-PF has pledged their endless support of the state of Palestine on their struggle of freedom against the Israeli apartheid occupation. In a statement, ZANU-PF Secretary General CDE Albert Mbofu said they condemn any act of aggression by Israel and reiterated their commitment to the principles of peace, justice and human rights for all. He said the ruling party calls upon the parties involved to prioritize diplomacy and also engage in peaceful negotiations to de-escalate tensions in the region. He said it was imperative that every effort was made to protect civilian lives and ensure the well-being of ordinary people caught in the conflict. Now, the Zimbabwe Prisons and Correctional Service aims to stockpile adequate food reserves using its own initiatives outside government budgetary locations in order to feed its estimated 22,000 inmates. The envisaged scenario comes on the back of a projected bumper wheat harvest from over 160 hectares under the cereal of ZPCS farms dotted countrywide. Addressing journalists during a tour of Hurungwe prison farm on Tuesday, ZPCS Commissioner General Moses Chiomvu expressed optimism his institution will produce enough food through agricultural activities to ward off hunger among prisoners and wardens.
Do you remember the desire? The joy.
We can to me them chembere my paper phone.
Oh, Maria Mira.
Well, you can relive this again in the new world of Gateway Stream.
Gateway Stream. How easy.
Gateway Stream. The future is here now. Download the Gateway Stream app from Google Play or Apple App Stores, or send your order on our WhatsApp number +263 772 298 779. Gateway Stream is a subsidiary of the Rainbow Tourism Group.
Let's take a look at the African news. Now, the UN peacekeeping mission in Democratic Republic of Congo has suspended some of its peacekeepers in response to reports of serious misconduct. It said in a statement addressing that it had zero tolerance for sexual exploitation and abuse. It did not say how many peacekeepers were suspended or rather give details of the accusations against them. The mission, known as MONUSCO, has faced previous accusations of sexual abuse, which the United Nations has vowed to crack down on. And now on your international news. Now, the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky was forced to address a crisis currently drawing more attention than Moscow's invasion of his country, the brutal attack of Hamas on Israel. The president was ushered in front of the press by NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg in Brussels on Wednesday. President Zelensky's visit to Brussels coincided with the latest gathering of the Ukraine Defense Contract Group, a bloc of 54 countries who are providing military support to Kyiv. It was the first time the Ukrainian president had attended the meeting in person, underscoring how pressing it is for Kyiv to keep supplies flowing in.
Israelis themselves, Israeli journalists who were here in Ukraine, who were in Bucha, are now seeing that they saw the same evil where Russia came. The same evil. And the only difference is that there is a terrorist organization that attacked Israel. And here is a terrorist state that attacked Ukraine. The intentions declared are different, but the essence is the same. You see it. You see the same blood on the streets. You see the same civilian cars shot up. You see the same bodies of people who have been tortured. And the most dangerous are, I think, two things. First, the shocking joy of state-backed Russian propagandists. Just imagine, they call children who are now being held hostage by terrorists in Gaza as trophies. Such a word, just as Russia has captured thousands of Ukrainian children during its aggression against Ukraine. And the second is backing of what is going on. Iran can't say it has nothing to do with what is going on in Ukraine if it sells shaheeds to Russia. Iran can't say it has nothing to do with what is going on in Israel if its officials claim the support of what is going on in Israel.
Let's quickly get on now to the business side of news for today. Now, a group of Egyptian investors on Wednesday met President Mnangagwa in Harare and expressed a keen interest to open a fertilizer plant in the country, with the signing of a memorandum of understanding expected soon. As investor confidence in Zimbabwe continues to grow, the Egyptian delegation from Polyserve Fertilizer and Chemical Group said their fruitful meeting with President Mnangagwa left them motivated to speed up the investment. Now, the exhibition of high-quality products and the huge presence of Zimbabwean companies participating at the 2023 Global Expo Botswana, which kicked off on Thursday, has charmed President Eric Mokgweetsi Masisi. A total of 23 local companies drawn from different sectors of the economy are exhibiting their goods and services at the expo and seek to leverage the platform to expand market footprint and seal trade strategic synergies. President Masisi, who earlier officially opened the conference with a call for the scaling up of regional cooperation to unlock African economic transformation, conducted a tour of exhibition stands, including Zimbabwe.
Botswana's successful hosting of the 15th edition of the US-Africa Business Summit has been hailed in superlative terms as the best ever in years by both the partner sponsor, the CCA, and participants alike.
Dial of Technology now introduces an innovative and convenient way to receive medical assistance. The +263 Health app is a virtual medical care platform with a comprehensive network for doctors, specialists, hospitals, and pharmacies to interact a lot easier with patients in the comfort of their home. To access the app, you can download it on Google Play Store or Apple Store, create your own account online, search for a verified doctor, and choose to visit or consult any doctor via video call or WhatsApp to give out details on your prescription for just a minimum consultation fee. That way you can go to any pharmacy near you for your pickup, creating a better world with +263 Health app.
As you can see as an example, this is a live patient consulting a real doctor.
For more information, visit the website at www.plus263health.com. Stop waiting on queues for long hours and move from difficult to easy life with +263 Health app, making health more affordable for every Zimbabwean, because your health is our health too. Let's take a look at your JIT-TV News Weather Focus. And now in your sports news. Now, South African Rugby President Mark Alexander has slammed the South African government as a disgrace and an embarrassment, with a flag and anthem ban looming for the Springboks. There's a possibility that the defending Rugby World Cup champions will front up against tournament host France in the quarterfinals of the competition, playing under a neutral flag but with no anthem. This comes after South Africa failed to adhere to WADA's World Anti-Doping Agency compliance and anti-doping regulations. Government is set to miss the Friday deadline to update its anti-doping legislation, with lawmakers still debating the regulation changes demanded. And finally, on your entertainment side of news, of course, it is a Friday. Now, it has been confirmed that social media medical practitioner Matthew Bongani Lani attended a school for learners with special educational needs. In a statement on Wednesday, the Department of Education in Gauteng said Lani does not have a matric because he dropped out of Four Ways Adult Center in 2016. According to the department, Lani, who posed on social media as a medical practitioner, enrolled at Bordeaux Primary School in Randburg, northwest of Johannesburg, in 2007. Steve Mabona, spokesperson for the department, said records show that in 2010, Lani was referred to Greece World Learners with Special Education Needs School in Kew, also in Johannesburg. And that is all from me to you. A huge thank you for joining me today. As always, kindly please comment and follow us on all our social media platforms on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and also TikTok. Or rather, you can go to our website at www.JIT-TVzw. Signing out, it is Andile Gugulethu Ntombe. Have yourselves an amazing weekend.
JIT-TV, just in time.
Zimbabwe, nyika yakanaka. Zimbabwe is a landlocked country between the Zambezi and Limpopo rivers, surrounded by SADC countries like South Africa, Botswana, Zambia, and Mozambique. The name Zimbabwe stems from a Shona term for Great Zimbabwe. It's the ruins of an ancient city dating back to between the 11th and 15th centuries, are made entirely of stone and span over 1,800 acres. Ask us about arranging a visit here. The highlands are known for their natural environment, with tourist destinations such as Nyanga, Chimanimane, Vumba, and Chirinda Forest at Mount Selinda. Victoria Falls, one of the 7 wonders and one of the world's biggest and most spectacular waterfalls, is located in the country's extreme northwest and is part of the Zambezi River. The Victoria Falls National Park is also in this area and is one of the 8 main national parks in Zimbabwe, the largest of which is Hwange National Park. Matobo Hills National Park is one of the country's most interesting parks from a cultural perspective. It's not only very scenic, it also has a rich human history. Once inhabited by Bushmen, there's a superb collection of well-preserved rock art dating back at least 13,000 years. Lake Kariba is one of the biggest man lakes that is famous for the mystical creature Nyami Nyami and is a popular African travel destination. Zimbabwe is showing a steady growth path economically according to the World Bank review. This is a significant improvement after a 2-year recession due to COVID-19 and other factors. Zimbabwe's agriculture has taken its status of being the breadbasket of Africa with its land reform program showing phenomenal signs of growth and yields produced by Zimbabweans for Zimbabweans. Land is certainly a good story to tell. Zimbabwe is now the fastest growing third world country in Africa and the world at large. Zimbabwe, Musha Wakanaka. Zimbabwe is blessed with amazing fauna and flora, minerals and many natural resources. It is one of the world's biggest producers of gold and the 3rd biggest producers of platinum. The mining sector remains very lucrative, with some of the world's largest platinum reserves being mined. The Marange diamond fields, discovered in 2006, are considered the biggest diamond find in over a century. So if you need a world-class African country to do business while touring this majestic landscape and seeing the Big Five, Zimbabwe is the destination of choice. Zimbabwe. Zimba Zimbabwe.
Hello, I'm Sashali Taylor, top 12 Miss World South Africa finalist for 2023, and you're watching JIT-TV. Champion.